It's just different.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Pure money, baby. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Come and hang with the gang. Get some free game added to your mainframe. Gotta keep your mind sharp, we gotta maintain. And it's even better when the squad on the same thing. Steady swishing on the competition. Swish. We ain't tripping about the opposition. We on a mission and we got a vision. People in need, we believe we got it like I give a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money. Been slept on, money never stepped on. We increasing positivity until the stress gone. Satan tried to hold the squad back, but we kept on. We ain't making this up, no Revlon. I ain't trying to make you blush, but this a highlight. We send the high vibes, homie, this a high life. We rising far above the game, that's a flyby. But we still connected to the source, that's that Wi-Fi. Reception, now we answer the call. This squad taking questions and we answer them all. We don't wanna see you fall, we wanna see you ball. We all gon' eat with the peeps, we gon' feed them all. Couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. I said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope that you are having an amazing start to your week thus far. Blessings is coming your way. Again, I know we're in crazy times, but have no fear. The man upstairs ain't going to put you in a situation that you can't handle. And he's brought me here to share amazing information with you guys to make sure that you don't have to experience too many troubles in your life if you just come over here and generate some wealth with me. But anyways, if your first time here, I appreciate you hanging out with me here. Don't forget, we are millionaires over here. So make sure that you put in that chat, I am a millionaire, because you got to believe it more than I believe that you can do it. I know you can do it, but do you believe you could do it for yourself? So when you put that I am a millionaire in that chat, remember, we're going to come back and look a year later and you're going to laugh about that. Also, don't forget, put in the comments where you're tuning in from, whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay. You never know the opportunity that you get to conversate, network with a stranger in another location that you've never seen before. It just takes one stranger to change your life. So make sure that you guys are taking advantage of that. We got a couple topics that we're going to be getting into today. Again, this is our Dollars to Cents podcast. Remember, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And guys, I really got to harp on this in today's time because, a lot of people are going to start chasing money because they're going to be in a hard time. And, again, the purpose of this podcast, Dollars to Cents. If you give somebody $1 and you expect 100 back, that don't make sense. If I give somebody $1 and I look for $1 back, that kind of don't make sense either. But when it comes to investing in things of this nature, if I give somebody $1 and I get 50 cents back, that's some good investing right there. The dollars make sense now. So moving forward, I need your emotions not to kick in when it comes to investing and building wealth. Instead, we're going to let logic kick in and say, well, wait a minute. I put up $5,000 to get $50,000 back. That don't make sense. Travis told me them dollars don't make sense. But if I put up $5,000 and I get $2,500 back, that's pretty good. And I'm talking about you get your $5,000 back plus $2,500 on top of it, right? That makes sense now because you'll realize I'm not telling you you're getting 100% return. 100% return don't make sense. Can it happen? Yeah. But is it going to happen for you? Probably not, right? That person that's coming along trying to tell you that they can do that for you, they're probably just trying to take your money. So this is what we're going to be diving in here with today. I need to get your mindset wrapped around building wealth and becoming a millionaire so you don't allow your emotions to take advantage of you, because it's nobody else's fault at the end of the day. It's your fault for not getting your emotions in check. And I can talk so deeply about this because I, at one point, was chasing money and I allowed my emotions to lead me down with a lot of Atlanta folks. David Anderson stole my money. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure you avoid him. That black house in Atlanta stole my money. I want to make sure you avoid situations like this. So we're going to have the right mindset in order moving forward. So not only can we win tons of money in government contracting and business, but we know how to protect it when we get it. So make sure you guys are hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this live feed out with 3 other entrepreneurs and business owners that you know need to learn about this thing called wealth, learn about this thing called investing. Hopefully we get enough time here at the end that we can go take a look at some charts. If you guys haven't seen how I chart, I've got previous videos on my YouTube channel that by all means you can go and take a look at that. But before we dive in here today with our topic, I want to take a quick break here. You guys do have the links. I've come up with an amazing program to help you guys out with government contracting. I'm actually sharing my secrets with you, the secrets that I've utilized, that I did write a proposal to win contracts, the same secrets that I used when I didn't have any money to get contracts, the same secrets that have made me a millionaire in this industry. I'm sharing it with you just for $7. And I'll put the link here in the chat, but it should be in the description as well. Make sure that you guys go ahead and sign up for that. And another beauty about this is when you do get registered, you're going to have an opportunity to put some money in your pocket through affiliate commissions. So you're going to be able to share the same cheats that I share with you with somebody else. And you're actually going to get 100% commission. So that means you're going to get $7 every time somebody gets the $7 from me. I'm going to pay you for the stuff that I created just by sharing it out. But what you'll see is I have some other offers on the back end that, again, you're going to have the opportunity to get paid for just by joining this $7 program that we have here. So make sure that you guys go and check that out. If you guys want to find out more information about me, my social media channels, I try to tell you what's going on in my mind on my Instagram stories. You can come to travisknows.com, which is also in the description. And you can find all of my social media channels and all of the programs and things that we have going on. Don't forget to join our community. It doesn't cost you one single penny to put yourself around other millionaires. They're right here in the community, so make sure that you join us by visiting travisknows.com. All right, let's get ready to dive into this thing right here. Before we roll, who we got in the house? We got my man Vaughn in the house. What's happening with you? Another millionaire in the building out there in Wisconsin. We got my man Dexter in the building. What's going on with you, Dexter? Appreciate you being here with us. We got Bow Miles Carr. I haven't seen you before, I don't think. But again, I appreciate you being here. Make sure you join us over on YouTube too if you're on Facebook, because I have tons and tons of training on my YouTube channel. So take advantage of that. We got the real Don in the building. What's happening? I don't remember seeing that icon as well, but I appreciate you being here with us. My man Ralph, I remember seeing you. What's happening with you? I appreciate you being here with us tonight. Again, don't forget, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this live feed out with 3 other entrepreneurs and business owners that you know need to be involved with this. I am watching on LinkedIn too, so if you guys have questions throughout this time, feel free to ask your questions on LinkedIn as well as whatever platform you're viewing on, and I'll be able to answer your questions as we get through here. Man, you know what? I'm looking on LinkedIn and say his comments, but all right, there we go. We got Shonda in the building. What's happening with you, Shonda? I appreciate you being here. I got to figure out why Ecamm Live don't show my LinkedIn messages, but I see you. I appreciate you. Thanks for being in the house. All right, guys, let's get ready to dive into this thing here. We're going to start with our first topic of the night, and that is all about shifting your mindset. Now, what I want you guys to start doing is we gotta learn how to shift our mindset from a contractor to a capitalist. Now, oftentimes this word capitalism, a capitalist, I've seen people say, I'm a capitalistic pig, right? It has a lot of negative definitions to it when I utilize that word. But, I always ask people, what is America built on? Capitalism. So if we all understand that America is built off capitalism, why aren't you capitalizing? We have to stop looking at these as negative terms and understand that these are terms to allow us to progress, to grow, to move forward, to accomplish our goals. I've never come across a goal that don't cost money. I've never come across a vision that don't cost money. I've never had a dream that don't cost money. I be looking at the vision boards. This is what I hate about vision boards, but I love vision boards all at the same time. They just miss one component on the vision board, and it drives me crazy that nobody does this. You got a vision board with all of this stuff on it. The house, the kids, the picket fence, the boat, the places you want to travel to. But when do you put the price tag on it? Because here's the kicker. If I know how much my life is going to cost, that I envision myself, that if I wake up tomorrow and I had the best life that I could ever imagine, there's a cost to it. Every car that you put on there that you see, we can see how much the car costs. Every trip that you want to take, we can see how much the ticket costs, how much the hotel is going to cost, and you can get an idea of how much money you're going to eat up. So if we just put a price tag to it, we can start to practice capitalism. And before you know it, what most people tell you it takes till retirement age, which I don't even know what that is. That's some made up number that the government gave you guys. What is it, like 64 or something like that? Like, who said that you have to wait until you're 64 to retire? Instead, if we practice capitalism, you'll understand we can retire 10 times faster than what we ever envisioned. So I want you guys to really start to understand that capitalism, being capitalist, is not negative. Instead, what we're going to understand in the GovCon space is that every single individual who enters this space will practice capitalism, because you're going to become a millionaire if you don't play around. Some people like playing around, crying about things, making excuses, saying that the world is against them, telling themselves government contracting doesn't work. I can't compete with that. If that's what you're telling yourself from the start. But if you are telling yourself that I'm about to capitalize off of a customer that spends over $4 trillion a year, I know there's opportunity for me to just make $1 million this year. That's how I need you to start to approach this bad boy. And again, what you'll realize is how they've taught us to build wealth. The harder you work doesn't build wealth. I had a friend tell me one day, he was like, man, Travis, I love what you do, but, I I like to use my hands. Like I like to work hard. And I mean, just because you told yourself you work hard, like that doesn't increase your revenue. Your hands aren't that valuable. If I see that you're using your hands to produce your income, I already know like there's a cap at how much your hands can produce. You tell me the title of what your hands are, which is your job, I'll tell you what your cap is. Your hands get tired, they got to go to sleep. But see this thing called this brain right here, if you start working smarter instead of harder and you let this be the driver, all of a sudden you'll realize there's no cap on the brain. The brain can come up with a solution that makes you $100,000 in the next 3 days. The brain can read a contract, comprehend what the contract is saying, create a proposal to the contract, and win you $1 million in the next 3 months. That's the power of the brain, not the hands. So I need you to start to understand. I need you to literally start the process of unlocking the brain's power. That is every single human superpower, whether you know it or not. We're the only species on this earth that has a brain that can think and execute exactly the way that we're thinking. But do you know how many people don't tap into the superpower? Instead, they just let the brain get lazy. You know, they wait for the bell to ring and somebody to tell them to go to the classroom. They do the same thing at the job. They wait for somebody to tell them to show up at work at 7 o'clock and that they get off at 5 o'clock. And when they get off at 5 o'clock, they shut down the brain. Instead, the brain just starts going through motions. They didn't read a book. They didn't take a course. They didn't try to do anything to make themselves better. But again, you told me you're going to be a millionaire. If you want to be a millionaire, I know for a fact you can't do it being lazy. You can't do it working per hour. You have to unlock the superpower called the brain. If you guys understand what I'm saying right there, put a fire emoji down there in the chat. If you're ready to unlock your brain, to tap into your superpower this year, and I really mean like the next 30 days when I say this year, I ain't got time for you to wait till the end of the year. Like we need to tap into it right now. If you're ready to unlock that superpower, I want you to put that fire emoji down there in the chat. Now let's keep this party going. We are on the next topic here, hack number 1. What I learned to becoming a millionaire is that I had to reinvest my contract cash like a millionaire. You probably won't hear a millionaire's story when they were going that they ate up all their money. And I constantly hear this from individuals, right? Like they make money and they go eat the money. Or they make some money and they go celebrate with the money, buying bottles, taking vacations. Oh, I'll tell you one of the favorite ones that I see all the time. They go get a new car. The other car has been getting them from point A to point B for the last 10 years, but they finally got their hands on a little bit of money, and the first thing that they do is go spend it on a car when there was nothing wrong with the other car. See, that doesn't make you a millionaire. Instead, you just subtracted the money that we needed. We needed that money. Because a real millionaire understands the money that you make in your business, guys. Before I ever think about investing in the stock market, before I ever think about investing in the real estate, before I ever think about investing in the cryptocurrency, I would be a fool not to take that money and reinvest it back into my business. Do you understand if you figure out how to make $10,000 in a week, I don't have a stock that has produced $10,000 in a week without me putting up $100,000. You see how that works? So now all of a sudden I got to say, well, wait a minute. Why would I take $10,000, put it in a market that is, hopefully going to get you 18% returns? But I know it's some fools out there on the internet that guarantee that you put it in our trading system and we can get you 10% returns every day. Oh, so you going to get me 3,000% returns in a year? Again, that don't make sense. They're just going to take your money. So instead, we're going to be smart and we're going to say the only thing in this world that can give us crazy returns is this superpower right here. It just so happens that this superpower right here, I put it into a business. And I created these carts of opportunity that now all of a sudden I can turn 2 days of work and me investing $200 into running ads into $20,000, into $200,000. 30 days, I got $1 million because I took the money that I had and put it back into my business. Another thing that you're going to want to do as a government contractor is, guys, we need that money for the next contract. See, this is what I love about this space. Anybody can get involved in it. I don't care what situations you got going on in your life. That's why I don't listen to people when they tell me, Travis, I got kids and they got sick. Well, what do you want me to do about it? I'm not a doctor. But what I do know is this going to be some medical costs that you telling me about. So while you over here crying that the world is against you and that these medical costs is adding up, when you going to come over here and start making some money? Because time ain't stopping because you got these problems going on. Instead, your superpower needs to kick in and say, well, wait a minute. I got an opportunity over here to generate myself some revenue. I'm going to start smart. I know I can't get a $5 million contract like Travis did. But what if I really listened to Travis's story and I remember when he got started out? Well, wait a minute. He was selling products to the local government. He was making $5,000 a pop, $15,000 a pop, $25,000 a pop. Well, the story goes, he was okay at $5,000. When he made the $5,000, guess what I didn't do? I did not go party because I didn't accomplish anything yet. What is $5,000? Instead, I put it back in the business so I could go get the next contract. And see, eventually I stopped getting loans. I didn't owe people interest anymore. Instead, I was borrowing my own cash to supply my own contract. Nobody's taking 9%, 14% for hard money deals and things of that nature. They're not getting that money anymore. In the beginning, yes, they got it. But I understood reinvesting back into myself with 10x my returns like nobody else. And I need you to be the exact same way. Now, once you get to a certain level and you got cash sitting, you will not hoard money. I cannot stress this part enough. Again, I was in this situation when I got money. I was scared, Of course, I was partying and blowing a little bit, but I had some money tucked away. I was scared. It was tucked away. You know how in the old school, I seen family having money under mattresses and stuff. And I heard all of the stories like the bank is going to crash and could take your money, and the stock market's going to crash and take your money, and the housing market is going to crash and take your money and all this stuff. But then I realized, well, if the money is just sitting in a shoebox under the bed, do you know if it sits there long enough, it'll just fall apart? Do you know if you store money in certain places, animals will come eat it up because it's trash? So with that said, why would I hoard money? Instead, the purpose of us making money, guys, is so that money can go to work harder than we go to work. The only reason that we're working hard is to be capitalistic so we can get so much money that it can replace us. This is how I'm able to be on, YouTube live, and, I'm able to be in places and do things at certain times of the day, and I'm not worried about anything because I got enough money. My money makes the salary that I was making when I was doing extremely well. So I don't need from anybody anymore. Like, I don't need your job. I don't need the next contract. I don't need anybody to buy an offer from me. That money is going to work, rain, sleet, or snow. It can't die. It don't get sick. It just works. So this is, again, why I need you guys to start making a whole lot of money faster. Somebody type reinvest in the chat if you understood that part. Somebody put reinvest in the chat if you picked up what I just put down to you right there. Now let's move on to our next topic. Diversify into passive income. Didn't I tell you guys your money got to go to work for you? We're literally going to take this money and put it in places that could pay us passively. Can anybody think of an idea? Because I don't know all of the ideas. I just want to make sure I confirm that aspect. But what are some ways that you could put your money in places that it's going to create passive income for you? Once again, put in the chat some ways that you can think of off the top of your brain that you could put your money in and it's going to create you passive income. Now, I'll tell you guys the places that I know about. One, real estate. I think a piece of real estate is one of the best places that you can tuck that money that you was about to hoard and put it in right here so it can go to work. Now, most of us have a house. It's probably where your money's sitting at right now. A lot of money's sitting in the house that you're probably paying 7%, 6% a mortgage on. You keep it up for the 36 years that they told you. You purchased 3 houses, but you only got 1. But see, what I want you to understand that it's just a piece of property. When I add that your house into it, that's when the emotions come into play. But what I'm trying to tell you is it's a piece of property. It's real estate. I'll tell you guys a trick that I did with my house. I woke up one day and I said, well, hold on, wait a minute. I'm seeing all of these smart investors say doors, doors, doors. How many of you guys have ever heard you need doors when investing in the real estate? Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever heard that. The more doors you have, the more passive income you got going on. So most people go out there and they're like, yo, I need an apartment building, right? Maybe I could get a duplex or a quadplex or a triplex because I want more doors. The more doors that I got, the more revenue that I generate. Well, I'm sitting here one day and I just wake up and I go, well, wait a minute. What is it with these doors? Well, the door separates your property from my property. Well, I went to go look at a property in D.C. They were renting out a 500 square foot 1-bedroom property for almost $2,000. I immediately went back home in my house and I measured the square footage in my master bedroom and it was bigger than the square footage of this property. And I go, well, wait a minute, doors. I don't need to sleep in my master bedroom. It's just me in the house. So I moved my bed down to my basement. I put a door on my basement so I could close off my basement and put a lock. And I made it like a bookshelf door, like a hidden door, because I wanted to be a little fancy right there. But I moved into my basement and guess what I did? I created doors in my upstairs of my house. I put combination locks on every door so people could have their privacy to their property. And just like that, I created 3 doors that my master bedroom, I charged $1,500 a month. And the other 2 bedrooms, I charged $1,200 a month. My mortgage costs $2,800 a month. You do the math. But I didn't stop there either. I found this app called Peerspace. And I realized, okay, well, I got the doors upstairs on the rental going on, but the rest of this house is still mine. They just renting their room upstairs. Well, Peerspace allows you to do events. Well, all of a sudden, I would have events going on in my second floor. And since, Guys, I already was making videos and I got all of this expensive camera equipment and this soundboard and all of this stuff in order to produce the shows that you guys need to learn from. I go, wait a minute. I know a lot of people can't afford this stuff. So what if I also rent my basement as a podcast studio? Guys, I was flying around to Atlanta. Like at this time, man, I was hanging out in Miami and all types of stuff. And I was making $9,000 a weekend. Do you hear me? Not a month, a weekend on my property. So I want you guys to understand the power of owning a property. Allow this superpower right here to look at the property and say, well, wait a minute, how can I maximize my returns and create passive income for myself? You can also invest in the stock market. You can get stocks that pay you dividends. That is passive income. But honestly, I don't care what you do. You find something to put some money in that can pay you out passively. That's what we want to do. You could go purchase a warehouse for all I care and then rent it out to people. You can go buy a farm. Like, for instance, I think that everybody should have a farm, but you'll never catch Travis out in the field picking nothing, planting nothing. I'm not going to be in the field. But that don't mean I can't own a farm. I can own a farm and then lease it out to a farmer who enjoys being in the field. And now I get my profits and they get theirs. I'm trying to tell you, you have to tap in to this superpower right here. And we have to diversify this contract money. You never know what could happen in business. One day you could be up at its highest and you could go to sleep and wake up the next day and you could be at your lowest. So this is why we want to make sure that we protect this income that we're going to be generating, guys. Somebody put a fire emoji down there in the chat if you picked up what I put down. What's happening, man? My man Los in the building. What's going on with you, Los? I hope that you're having a good time. Y'all definitely check Los out if you want to get into the real estate game. He's definitely a good player out there in Chicago. Doing some big things with real estate. All right, let's get to our next topic here. What do we got? We have, you have to be willing to master cash flow to invest big. Now, this is going to be one of the biggest things when it comes to government contracting or, to just business period, especially when we're talking about accounts payable, right? Like, the further you can map your money out, the easier things get. So what do I mean by this? If you have a tool like QuickBooks, right? You can look into your QuickBooks and understand how much every month is going to cost you for the next 2 years if you stay on track doing the things that you're currently doing. So now I can go out there, I can go win $1 million contract, and I can automatically know how much money I got to play with out of that $1 million, because it's going to be $1 million stretched out over time. They're not just going to give you the $1 million right now. So what are we getting? $83,000, $83,333 a month to hit our $1 million? Well, there's going to be expenses that come in there. We got to know these expenses because we got to understand our cash flow. By you understanding your cash flow, it can also save you a lot of money. I constantly tell you guys getting started out, do not pay your employees or your contractors or whatever every Friday. Of course they want to be paid every Friday. Who wouldn't want to get paid every Friday? But you can't do that right now. You don't have the money to be paying people every Friday. So I got to pay people every 2 weeks on the 15th and the 31st. This is going to save you money. And how's it going to save you money? Because we don't have to get rid of it every Friday. Instead, we can reinvest some of that money because pay period ain't coming this week. Now, I'm not saying put it somewhere that you're about to lose your employee's paycheck. But imagine if you can put your money in like a high yield saving account and park it there before you got to pay people, and you can get a percentage return on your money before you pay out. And contractors, let me tell you right now, a contractor don't get paid till I get paid. So I'm not even talking no 15th and 31st terms. I hope to pay you on the 15th and 31st. Well, take that back. A contractor is not going to get paid on the 15th and 31st unless they a 1099 contractor, which means they're actually working for me. But if they're like my subcontractor, if I get paid in 30 days, you going to get paid in about 36 days. Like you won't get paid until I get paid. It's just no other way around that. But again, we have to be willing, guys, to track our money, to understand how this cash is going to flow. Now, when it comes to government, they can be slow sometimes. But there's things in the FAR that can get us paid faster. When it comes to selling products, you'll probably get paid the fastest. If you have a low ticket service like a lawn care project or a cleaning project, you can probably get paid a whole lot faster. I'm telling you right now, if you work with that DOD though, and you got to invoice that WAIF system, you're going to get paid hopefully in a timely manner. Hopefully. So don't quote me on the exact days, but once you submit your invoice into the WAIF system for DOD, they got like 14 days to accept your invoice into the WAIF system. Once they accept the invoice into the WAIF system, the other team has like another 14 days to approve you getting paid. So there's multiple parties that all of this has to flow through before you get confirmation that you're going to get paid. And you bet not input something incorrectly inside of that invoice to the WAIF system, because now all of a sudden that 30 days that you was hoping to get paid by could be 45 days, could be 50 days. I always tell you, prepare yourself for 60 days, worst case scenario, definitely when working with the DOD. But you have to be mindful of this. The faster we get paid, the faster we can make moves with our money. If you don't get paid fast, well, you better not be moving money that fast, because the worst thing that you could possibly do is run out of money. And now you got to go borrow the money, because interest is going to eat you alive. Interest is the number one thing that's tearing companies apart. So do not get caught up in that type of situation. But I'll tell you guys this, as a real millionaire, we're not looking to wait 60 days for our money. I told you worst case scenario. Now, in the beginning, when you need some money, you're a little more lenient, with accepting certain things that go on. But as you get deeper into business, guys, I'm telling you, if money is off of the books for 60 days, you probably have lost your money. Except if we're talking with government. Government's going to pay your money. Unless we're talking like local government can run out of money sometimes and don't have the money to pay you. Same thing can happen with state, but federal usually ain't working like that. There's exceptions right now because I don't know what's going on. So maybe they could change some stuff in today's time. But for the most part, federal government is going to pay you your money. But as a true millionaire, you never, ever wait 60 days for people to pay you your money. 60 days is setting you up for a loss of your money outside of government. Just FYI. All right. All right, let's get over here to our next topic that we got going on. This is going to be our last hack. Hopefully we got some time that we can dive into some charts. I think we will. All right. I need you guys to be willing to think long term. GovCon is going to be your wealth launch pad. It was my wealth launch pad. It's going to be yours too, because you're here following me. And that's what I'm advising all of you guys to get involved in. Again, I've been in business for over 11 years. I've never had a customer pay me like the government has paid me. And I've had some pretty good customers. I had some customers that paid me a very nice 6-figure check. But that customer ain't never cut me 7. This customer right here has cut me 7-figure checks. This customer right here has cut teams that I've been on with 8-figure checks. As highest I've seen is 8 figures. Now, look, There's definitely some people out here in Washington, D.C. doing 9 figures, as you guys are seeing with Dodge and Doge or whatever we want to call it. You're seeing there's contractors doing 9 figures. The man upstairs hasn't blessed me to see that yet. Them days will come. But for right now, I'm okay with what he has blessed me with. And I'm telling each and every one of you all, I'm pretty sure you'll be okay with it too. If you would be okay with the man upstairs blessing you with a real nice 6-figure check, put a number 6 in the chat. If you get a real nice 6-figure check. Well, guys, guess what? The government is dishing 6-figure checks out like this. Not only are they dishing 6-figure checks out like this, a lot of them 6-figure checks, they don't even want a bunch of detail. They're directly awarding it to people. They're over there swiping a credit card for this stuff. They aren't asking you to write a proposal. They're asking you to send a capability statement, send an email, build a relationship, and handing out 6-figure checks. But the 6-figure got to lead you to 7. You have to understand that in this space, guys, when I see people on the internet chasing contracts, I think that is the stupidest way to do business in the world. I do not promote to chase contracts, just like I don't promote to chase money. Instead, we come up with a strategy. Because a real millionaire, we don't guess at what tomorrow brings us. We know what we're about to take from tomorrow. Like I don't wake up saying, man, I just pray to God that he answers me today. I just pray that, he gives me the sign while I'm just sitting on my behind, scratching my butt, that he's just going to bless me with a sign that's going to answer all my problems. That's not how that works. Instead, I strategically come up with a plan and I see what's available for tomorrow. And I know when I wake up, I'm going to go take what the man upstairs has already put out here for me to go get. I'm not asking him, is he going to allow me the opportunity? I see it. I don't need to go get permission to take something that he's already put out here for the taking. He put the contracts out here for you to go take them. He put other businesses out here for you to go take the work that they have available. He allows proposals to be written, quotes to be submitted, so I can take an opportunity that somebody else once had. It's called competition. Every single day that I wake up, I realize I have an opportunity to take whatever I want. I just got to know what I want. That's the problem with a lot of people. You don't know what you want. You say you want a better life. What does a better life look like? Because I know what my better life looks like, but I can guarantee you the way that I envision my better life won't be your better life. So what does your better life look like so we can strategically put a plan together, and every single day that I wake up, that's all I care about. I don't care about what you did. I don't care about what you did. I don't care what the president is doing. I don't care what Elon Musk is doing. All I care about is the ideas, the thoughts that the man upstairs put into my superpower, and I wrote it down. I strategically put a plan together, and I'm waking up every day and just worrying about that because nothing else matters. Why did he put you in front of me? Or why did he put me in front of you, should I say? Why did you join into a program that I have? Why do you have an opportunity to utilize this software that I got that can do some amazing thing? Why is it here? It's here for you to do better, to become a better version of you. I'm already good. I told you, I make myself better every day. I can't force you to make yourself better. You got to want that part for yourself. But again, I'm trying to let you know that if you wake up every day on a mission to make yourself better, the man upstairs already put all the resources out here to make you better. But he won't just give them to you. You have to be willing to work on a daily basis, every single day. We do not chase money and we do not chase contracts. That is a recipe for failure, and people who chase don't stay around for a long time. People that have a strategic approach to this thing called life and business, I'll see them 11 years later and they're still doing it. So I need you guys, if you understood that lesson right there, put "I will not chase" in the chat. Once again, if you understood it, it's okay if you don't either. It ain't going to be no bad blood. But if you understood, in order to be a millionaire, you cannot chase contracts and money. I need you to put in the chat, "I will not chase." That's going to be the life changer for each and every one of you guys. I promise you, when you do not chase, you will win. Once again, make sure that you guys are hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this live feed out with 3 other entrepreneurs or business owners that you know need to level themselves up by just following what we got going on here. But they can't follow us if you don't tell them to join the channel. So make sure you keep sharing this information out, guys. We are growing the channel each and every week. And the only way that we're able to do that is because I'm not inviting nobody to my stages. I'm letting y'all know that right now. I don't believe what nobody's talking about on the internet. I've been in business for over 11 years. I keep seeing these government contractors make content that they doing $50 million. And I just looked at their content and they just got started 7 months ago. Like, they're liars. So no, I don't want to invite anybody else on my stage. I'm pretty sure I could blow the algorithm up and get 100,000 followers in no time because I know how to lie too. But I'm not going to do that to y'all. So we're going to grow slow, which I'm cool with. And it's going to be because of each and every one of you guys continuing to share the channel out. But we won't cheat the algorithm just so I can get a YouTube plaque. I ain't that worried about no damn YouTube plaque. These people are crazy. All right. Anyways, let's get ready to go into these charting, guys. I think this is a big thing that we need to pay attention to. Remember, TradingView is one of the charts. We're going to get all of this government money, but we're going to have to move this money somewhere. And again, I don't want you guys to be nervous about, what they're saying. Shout outs to Marcus, just got the $7 offer. Shout outs to you, Marcus. But I don't want you guys to be nervous about when, they're saying that we're about to go into recession. The stock market is crashing. Instead, I want you to get in the habit of making charts so you can come up with your own decisions. Now, if you guys are investing correctly, you should keep investing. Even when the charts are going down, you should keep investing right now because it's this thing called dollar cost averaging. So if you only invested when the market was at its highest, and now that it's dropping, you're scared to keep investing, guess what you need the chart to do to get your money back? Go all the way back up to its highest again, which that's going to take a lot of time, right? But if I just keep investing when it comes down to the bottom and I just keep investing, what's going to happen if this was my peak? And I started, let me bring it down here. If my peak is right here and I start investing again right here, and then I invest more right here, and then I invest more right here, when price gets to right here, I now broke even. I didn't need it to come all the way back up to here. I just needed to get right back to here because I kept investing. Now, if it gets back up to here, well, I've 10x my money. We broke even down here, not back up here. So this is why I want you guys to stay disciplined. Keep investing. Now, crypto, I'm not going to say, I'm going to talk about the stock market. You know what I'm saying? Crypto, there's no real substance behind that stuff. Bitcoin, I still got a little faith in, but all the other coins, honestly, there's no substance behind it. It's just some BS, honestly. But the stock market, I got a business behind it. So I want you guys to keep investing in that. So let's take a look at something like Tesla. All right. So, I made this chart with Tesla a while ago, And as you guys can see, it's blowing through our numbers. I'm looking for Tesla to come back down here to 194. 194, 195-ish. If it gets back down there, I'm going to be buying some more Tesla. I'm not going to lie. People can get in their feelings or whatnot, but I told you in the beginning, we're about to be capitalistic pigs. I don't care about the emotions. Now, if it gets back down here to 152, I'm really going to go heavy. Now, if I go heavy at 152 and it gets back to 264, which it will probably do as soon as Elon get out of this White House and leave the political space alone. Political spaces have always ruined companies. All right. So, it gets back down to here. I see Tesla shooting back up because Tesla ain't no car company. Tesla is a technology company, and there ain't no reason that he's the richest person in the world. All right. Again, we're about to be capitalistic pigs. Let's take a look at something else. Target. I want to look at Target because everybody keeps talking about Target. And they think that by them not shopping at Target that they're doing something to Target. So we're actually going to chart this up. The first thing that I'm going to go, this is my time frames that each one of these candles are made. So right now we're on a day. I'm about to change it to a week. Now, remember, I do support and resistance. So every one of these candles mean it took a week to create. So what I want to try to do is get the most candles in my chart before I lose the vision of the wick, because the wick is what tells me what's going on. All right, so boom. All right, so I got as much as I can. We're going all the way back to 2016. Now let me come over here to my support and resistance. I'm going to get a horizontal line. And remember, guys, I'm looking for the most wick touches. This is a wick. That meant price shot up to here, but it couldn't hold to here. So I want to see where's the price that shot up. Right here would be around my peak. All right, now I'm going to do it again. We're going to come right around. Yeah, remember, I got to get as much of it in my frame that I can. This looks like most wicks will probably be about right there. Now, again, I'm going back off time. Back in 2020, okay, this is where it hit. It also hit right here. I come right here. It hit there as well. Now, I'm going to continue. We got another bunch of wicks right. And remember, wicks can come from the top or the bottom. I'm just looking for where the majority of the touches is at, right here. See, I got wick touches here. I got wick touches there, here, there, all around right here. So now I got a price window of Target between 107. Oh, let me see. Yeah, this 107, 105-ish range to 155. So I'm really looking for Target to get right back down here to this 107, 106-ish range, and I'll probably buy in the Target. This is also how trading options and stuff works too, if you understand where it's going to hit at. So if I got right here, I would, we got to test it. As soon as it hits right here, it doesn't confirm it. I need a couple more candles. But, something hit right here, I would put, what the hell is it called? A buy or bear or whatever for price to come back up here. I honestly got out of the whole option thing because I didn't have time to watch it, and I don't believe in putting stop losses in. So now I just buy and hold because I got business going on. I ain't worried about this trading. But I will put alerts that, hey, it's time to buy again. So knowing your chart will change the story that you see on TV about what's going down and stuff. Now, the only other thing that I would do is because Target has, been lower than what it currently is, I can look at previous time and do the same exact thing and say, okay, well, here looks like the most wick touches. All right. And I'm pretty sure if I move it to current time, boom, I have a window that if for some reason it didn't treat this like support no more, well, we're going to be looking at Target to come down to $69. I'm letting you know right now, not buying in the stores is not going to make Target drop down to $69. I don't care what that media is talking about. I'm letting you know right now, you not buying in the store did not make Target drop from 155 down to 112 or whatnot. The only way that these stocks drop is through funds. The funds move the money, or the insurance policies. They move their money from one place to another. So you may have your fund managers that are fearful of what's going on with Target and with media, and they move the money, so now the price dropped. But trust me, that fund and that insurance company will be right back in the Target one day soon, and the price is going to go back up. And it has nothing to do with your shopping. And another thing, I don't know why people think their no shopping is going to change something, and you keep investing in that 401k. Where do you think your 401k money going? It's going right back into these companies. So you think you're not spending your $100 for 2 weeks at Target because that's all you ever spent at Target at most was $100 a month. Now, all of a sudden, you think you holding your $200 is dropping the stock. That's not how that works. But if y'all really want to make an impact and hurt all of the companies, call your employer up and tell them you don't want to invest in that 401k no more. But guess what? You don't want to do that either because you want your 401k money. You want that extra money that your employer is putting into your 401k. You can't imagine not getting that money put into your 401k. And guess what? While you out here crying that you want all the stocks to sink, but yet you want your 401k to keep going up. I don't understand what people be asking for. Like, it's the craziest stuff that people ask for, and it doesn't make sense to me. So if you really wanted to make an impact, stop with the 401k. If you don't stop with the 401k, you're not making an impact on anything. Instead, every pay period, they're taking money out and they're giving it right back to these companies. But again, who am I? Keep listening to the people on social media that get your emotions in a bunch and make you think that you're doing something for some odd reason. I don't know. But anyways, that's Target. Let's take a look at one that the president likes. He keeps talking about their premier company. Now, guys, look, I charted this up years ago. I made money off of this years ago. And look where the company took off. So I gotta chart up more. But literally, if you start doing these charts, my yellow line was my strong line, guys. I've been at Apple since I was 20. Yeah. 20, I've been in Apple. It's been doing nothing but rising. Now, again, imagine you bought in here, price went down because media said Apple's iPhone suck and ain't nobody buying it, quote unquote. So now all of a sudden price drop and you think that, oh, well, ain't nobody buying the iPhone. That's why it dropped. But you kept buying Apple because you understand Apple. So when price got down here, you bought in again. All of a sudden, you just need price to come right here to break even. You don't need it to come all the way back up here. But again, we keep investing. So imagine you kept investing in the Apple when it was down in the 140, and it was like this for a year. Look, from 2022 to 2023, it was in this same range. So you could have kept investing all that year, and by this time, 2025, you would have doubled your money. It's just the way the market works. Now, if we're smart because we're government contractors, we're going to pay attention to the president, and we're going to literally start to, pay attention to the companies that he's promoting. Or should I say, like if the government wants to invest in infrastructure, we need to start paying attention to the companies who are going to win these very large, extremely filthy contracts for infrastructure. Because these are the type companies that we want to invest in. So what he said, what the hell is that? TSC? Is it TSC? What's the chip company, man? Tijuana? Is it Tijuana? TSM. There we go. All right. TSM, right? I would really look into charting this company up. Well, hell, I'm about to chart it up for myself while we got it on live. All right. Because the reason I'm doing this is because, again, you heard the president keeps acting like this company is the best thing since sliced bread. So I like sliced bread. I'm going to invest where the money at. All right, so look, we got a bunch of wick touches right there. We got a bunch of, and mind you, I'm on a week time frame, okay? And I'm about to show you guys how this works. All right, so we're doing the exact same thing. I got a bunch of wick touches right here. All right, I got a bunch of wick touches right there. I got a bunch of wick touches. I can move that line up a little bit. And it looks like majority are here. Let me move this up. Just a smidget. Nah, I like it more right here. All right. I can move this. Let me see. Yeah, I had that right there. All right, so I can now see. Guys, take a look at this. Okay, so 84 to 122. Let's start doing some basic math right here. We're going to do 122 minus 84. 22 minus 84. That's going to be 38, right? All right, so we got a $38 gap right here. Now, if I look at 170 minus 122, 170 minus 122, we got a 48 price gap, $10 off right here in this big window. And then if I come right here and I go 205 minus 170, 205 minus 170, 35. So again, I'm seeing that the gaps are moving around 35 to 40, right? So all I'm doing is basing my logic off of previous time. So now I can say right here, okay, this chip is now hitting a resistance line. I mean, a support line. Of course, I need to wait for another week to happen before I truly get an understanding if this is support or resistance. But in the meantime, you know, if you're a high risk roller like myself, I'll start to change this ticker, the candles. And anytime I want to enter a stock or a trade, I need to look at it on the 1 minute. The 1 minute will tell me when to get in. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Come on, man. Now, you guys see how the candles change at the 1 minute marker. It's a whole lot of activity going on right here. So now what I would need to do is the same support and resistance lines again, because entry is key. You know, well, we could cheat ourselves out of thousands of dollars just because we entered at the wrong time frame because we was looking on a week, and we need to really look down here on the minute, because now if I look on the minute, I will see it's a whole different support and resistance, right? So I can now look like trying to look for the most wicks. I say about right there, right? And I need to change the color. Now, make yourself a ledger so you can remember which each color is. You could even add text right here, you know, say 1 minute. So you understand that this is a 1 minute marker. And again, I want to just keep doing it. And I can look here. And of course, the week is still matching up there, so I'm okay with that. Let's bring it a little bit higher. Looking at like right there. All right, so we're right here. Now, I would not get into this trade if I was expecting it to go up. I wouldn't get in right now because I missed, right? I needed to get here before I get in for the buy. And you may be saying, well, Travis, this is 169 and 171. Like, come on. Well, if I buy 10,000 shares, that $2 is a big difference. I don't know what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I would rather be patient, wait for price to get to a point that I want to enter because I need them extra $2. Now, again, that's on the 1 minute for entry. Now, if I'm trying to set myself up, you know, for trades for the month or the week or whatnot, I may look on a 1 hour or a 4 hour time frame so I can get a better understanding of how price is really going to be moving. So now, again, this is a strong area right here. for support. Look, we gonna come back on this next week at TSM, and I think TSM will probably be like right here in the middle, around that 185, you know. If it comes lower, I'm expecting TSM to go down to 122, and that means the market, we got market problems all over the place now. And we should put in calls that everything's about to drop. Because again, we're going to have some serious problems if things keep dropping this low. Now, the last one I'll show you guys here is the S&P, right? Remember, the S&P is going to be all of your Fortune 500 companies. Now, look at that drop. Woo! That is a drop right there. Now, we're going to, again, look on the higher time frame. We're going to come look at the day. Remember, I want to get wicks in my view. All right. I got my marker, and I'm looking for the most wick touches. All right, we got one right here. Changes back to red. Actually is one right up here. All right, I need this here. Like we got one right there. All right, we got one right there. And remember, we can go back in time too. That's the beauty about history. I can go back in time and get a story. I got another one right there. And I'll do one more. And I see another one like right there. All right. So this is the S&P 500. All right. Now, if we come look at current time, we got the S&P 500. It's going to keep dropping. You know, I would be looking right here, 5409. You can make yourself some money right now and just, you know what I'm saying? Because it already disrespected this resistance right here. Now, again, I really need another day for confirmation. But the way the market is going is confirmed to me. I'm looking for, you know, the S&P to get down here to 5409 before it makes a correction. If it gets past this 5409, because it bounced off here a few times, this is letting me know it's strong. It should stop right here. Should. If it makes it through this and keeps going, I'm expecting it to come to 5,042 at that point. And I can't see it getting lower than that. If it gets lower than that, then we are in a recession. You know what I'm saying? But I hope you guys are understanding, you know, the value of charting. You can do the exact same thing with cryptocurrency. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. I'll look at two cryptos and then we're going to get out of here. All right. Bitcoin on Coinbase. Where are you? There you go. All right. So again, you see my charts that was already marked up. I told people 105, like, hey, we should be getting out. The other day, I told everybody, get out. I got out of all of my crypto. Why? Because it came down here, it jumped back up here, and then it started sinking. And I realized at 85, we got to get out. I literally was on my Instagram, the story. I told everybody, get out. See it? Because I'm expecting Bitcoin to come back down here to $70,000. I call it right now. When you see Bitcoin hitting at 70, now we may want to look at getting back in. But I personally see Bitcoin coming down to 70,000 again. And if we get below 70,000, now we in the choppy waters right here. And I pray it don't come down here to this 53. That's the next strong spot right here is at the 53. I'm hoping that it stays at its strong spot at 70. The next one, XRP. I like this chart. I can make this nice and simple for you guys. Look, we're going to do the same thing. Support and resistance. Bam, we got one. All right. Support and resistance. Bam, we got another. Support and resistance. Again, I'm looking for the end of the wick touches. Bam, we got one. I'll move this up a little bit, like right there. Boom, we got one. All right. Another one. It's probably going to be about right there. It's the most wick touches. Now, again, I could do math. 146 to 2, what is that? 54. 2 to 259, that's 59. 259 to 318, again, that's a little over 50. So now I can see in chunks of 50. XRP, if you didn't get in at 2, I wouldn't touch it right now. The two marker is looking kind of strong, but the way crypto is acting right now, I may hold off and look for it to get to 146. Because if that Bitcoin dropped to 70, this is going to drop to 146. If it drops to 146, I like it. I get back in it. But honestly, right now, I'm out of all crypto. I got a couple dollars, and when I say a couple dollars, I mean a couple dollars still in these cryptos. But for the most part, I'm out of majority of my crypto, and I'm waiting for a price to get back to a reasonable area for me to invest in. And most importantly, they need to figure out what's going on with the market first, before I do something like that. So again, that was Bitcoin, XRP. The other one that we'll look at, I know I said that was the last one, but I know Ethereum is a big one. So this is Ethereum. Again, I already had this stuff charted up. You guys see right there. What did it do? Hit, drop. It hit my strongest areas. Hit, drop. It kept saying, it's resistant, drop. So, Ethereum, I'm looking at it to get to 1,600. If it gets to 1,600, I may buy a little bit more, but I really wanted to get down here to this 1,400. 1,400, I like it. Now, y'all see how long I've been in the XRP? I've been in XRP for a long time ago. In 2021, I really was getting busy charting up XRP. I made quite a bit of Ethereum, sorry. In 2021 area, I was making some coins with Ethereum, but I've been in Ethereum for a very long time. I literally just got out of a lot of my cryptocurrencies the other day because my charts was telling me to get out. Again, this is where I got out. Get out. We up here at the $3,000 range. I wish I would have got out when it was up there, but I didn't. Unfortunately, we got out around here. So get out and let your charts tell you when to get back in. I hope that y'all picked up something that I put down tonight. Put a fire emoji down there in the chat if you guys got any value out of tonight. That's the only way that I know that you guys understood anything that we put down tonight. Once again, I appreciate each and every one of you guys hanging out with me. Don't forget, visit GovCon, cheatcodes.com/cheat sheet that I'm dropping in the link right now so you can get my $7 special that I'm giving you, my 5 cheats to help you generate revenue right now from the government. We are here live Tuesday through Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time zone. So make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can be alerted when we do open those up. If you're watching on Instagram and you need a bigger view at any time, you can click the link in my bio, come over to YouTube, and you can get a much bigger view of what we got going on over here on YouTube. All of these videos get saved on YouTube. So by all means, if you want to go learn some information, whether it's government contracting, utilizing my CRM that helps you find contracts, build your website, handle your social media, and so much more, it's all sitting on the YouTube channel. So be sure to check it out. Pick up some great value out of that. Matter of fact, I think I have this video, man. I want to share this with you guys because this gentleman, he's in one of my programs. He just got into the program. But he didn't make any excuses. So, a lot of people tell me, Travis, I don't have the money. Okay. I mean, that's not going to change anything that you don't have the money. But what you can do is utilize all of this information that I literally have sitting here for free. Make yourself some money. And then when you get the money and the revenue, you can come on over. I'm not going to bite you or none of that. Let me see if I can pull this up. Play full screen with audio. Yeah, let's play it.
I'm gonna give I'm like a live testimony for
Hold
Trav.
on, man. We can't see the picture. I need to see the picture. Where is that? Dang. Oops, I'm moving something.
I was
I
able
just listen.
to take all of his notes, his YouTube, all the information that he's given, and I was able to leave my job. Actually the yeah, literally. And today was actually my first day that I started with the construction company, making six figures doing government consultant. So it's
Oh
possible. So
wow.
I just want to be a live, testimony for Trav. I want to give him his flowers because everything he's saying is 1,000% true.
Now, I want to give that young man his props, his flowers for believing in himself. I just got the information here. He still had to take the action. Again, he just got in my program after taking the action from my YouTube trainings, believing in himself, telling himself he's going to be a millionaire, but actually doing the activities to become a millionaire. I just met him on the live call the other day in my 30-day challenge. And he informed me the growth that he's achieving for himself. And each and every one of you guys can do that too. You just got to believe in yourself and then take action on a daily basis. If you need more information, if you're not sure if I'm your guy yet, well, don't get anything that I got. I only want you to come to me once you trust me. So if you need to build out some more of that trust, follow me on Instagram, official Travis Davis. I put all of the information that I'm thinking in this superpower that I got in my stories. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's real, but hey, I'm just going to be myself. If you don't like it, you can unfollow. If you understand I'm truly here to help you, well, don't let some of my jokes get you upset. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a political nothing. So I may post something that makes you upset, but please note, I don't care. I just posted it because I thought it was interesting information. Don't allow your emotions to stop this information is what I'm trying to tell you. Don't forget as well, go to travisknows.com. All of these links are in the description and join our community. Again, we got millionaires over there in the community that you need to get yourself around. You got to get from around the people that you've been around all of your life that have you stuck. All of the people that you're around are making what? $100,000, $80,000. They've been doing this all their life. And that's why all your life thus far, that's all you making too. I need you to get into the community with people who are tapping into this superpower so you can start to tap in and then you can start to get away from the community you've lived in all your life. You don't have to technically get on a plane anymore these days to change your community. You can literally get on a community by just joining something on the internet. So go to travisknows.com, join our community for free. Don't forget to visit dollarstocents.com as well and see the things that we got going on up there. Once again, I love you all. I hope that you guys enjoyed this segment of tonight. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, continue to share this thing out. But most importantly, keep making that money. Never be scared to make that money. And I got a quick trick that I told my students the other day on the challenge. The easiest way to make money in this world, guys, I've never found an easier way to make money. The easiest way is to ask people for money. Sell them something. So tomorrow, don't go to sleep tonight until you find something to sell tomorrow. I don't care if it's a product. I don't care if you create a service. I don't care if you sell somebody else's service. I told you guys when you get into my $7 program, you immediately have an opportunity to earn affiliate commissions. That could be something that you wake up and sell tomorrow. But I need each and every one of you guys right now to make a commitment that I'm going to sell something tomorrow. And if you don't make it tomorrow with selling something to somebody, my first question is going to be, how many people did you talk to try to sell? Did you let the first 10 people that you talked to kill your confidence? Again, you told me you're going to be a millionaire. I don't know how to get to a millionaire without selling something. We either going to sell to the government through proposals and RFQs, we're going to sell to businesses through contracts, or we're going to sell to consumers through the internet. Sell them a product, sell them an ebook. I don't give a damn. But you better wake up tomorrow and sell something if you're committed to changing your life. And when you do that, I'll see you back here tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. so you can tell me the story in the comments of how much you sold today. Once again, I love you all. Don't forget, the show will go off when the music go off. I'll talk with y'all later.
It's just different. Yeah. You already know what it is. Pure money, baby. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Come and hang with the gang. Get some free game added to your mainframe. Gotta keep your mind sharp, we gotta maintain. And it's even better when the squad on the same thing. Steady swishing on the competition. We ain't tripping about the opposition. We on a mission and we got a vision. People in need, we believe we got a lot. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. Said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money. Been slept on, money never stepped on. We increasing positivity until the stress gone. Satan tried to hold the squad back, but we kept on. We ain't making this up, no Revlon. I ain't trying to make you blush, but this a highlight. We send the high vibes, homie, this a high life. We rising far above the game, that's a flyby. But we still connected to the source, that's that Wi-Fi. Reception, now we answer the call. This squad taking questions and we answer them all. We don't wanna see you fall, we wanna see you ball. We all gon' eat with the peeps, we gon' feed them all. Couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me,